You have 5 children.
Yes.
You're a hardworking mom. How do you feel about getting the mom question?
I do think it is a question that lots of women have, and so I've also wanted to be open and share my point of view and share my experiences, because I think women want to hear about it, and men want to hear about it too. Having kids and working, it's hard for both sides.
So how do you do it? How do you run YouTube with 5 kids?
The main thing for me has been to focus and prioritize, and so I'm really, really good about saying this is my work time, and when I'm in the office, I am really, really focused on what I'm doing, and I'm prioritizing. And I've always kind of thought about, well, how do I get from point A to point B as quickly as possible? Because I don't have forever. Like, I can't stay there until midnight. I can't work weekends. And so in some ways, it actually caused me to see some of the shortcuts, some of the new opportunities, because I was thinking about, like, well, how do I grow this faster? How do I grow really quickly? Like, you know, like let's just forget about all those other things that are growing slowly. They're not going anywhere. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I got to focus on the big ideas, and we got to get them done now. And so that actually is really good in tech, right? Because tech is like about growing big ideas quickly. And so I use my work time to focus on that. And then when I get home, I really try to focus on my family and my kids. My husband's very helpful. You know, and realistically, to be fair, like as I've you know, risen in my career, I've been able to have more help at home. I think the hard part, and when I really struggled, was when I had my first baby. You know, I didn't know what I was doing at work. You don't know what you're doing at home, and you don't really have any support at either home or work. That's, I think, when it's the hardest.
What do you think of the lean-in philosophy?
There's a set of women who read it and say, you know what, this is really, really helpful for me. And then I think there are other women who have said, you know what, I've made a really conscientious choice not to lean in, that I want to be able to spend more time with my family. I want to be able to spend more time not working. Mm-hmm. And so I think sometimes those women, you know, find it offensive or disagree with it. But, you know, look, I think of it as a business book for women. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, not everyone wants to be in business. Not everybody wants to lean in. And I think that's fine. And I think Sheryl was really open about that in her book. This book isn't for everyone, but to the extent that you do want to, or that you have to, there are many women that have to be working. You know, I think she has lots of great points about, like, you know, how to ask for a salary, you know, go advocate for yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I think that it really applies to a lot of women who want to work or have to work.
What about in the places where there are still barriers, like you can't lean in if the door is nailed shut?
Well, I think there are lots of ways the world could change to make things easier for women. But the reality is, like, those things get changed by having more women in the workforce, right? So, like, summer camps. So when I was growing up, I don't remember there being summer camps. Like, you know, we just stayed home all day and did nothing. But now there are, like, so many choices, like karate camp, computer camp, art camp, design camp. And so I think that's a way that the market has responded to, oh, there are all these parents who want their kids to be able to do activities during the summer. Here's an opportunity for you.